feel like to set early in a game like this?
Yeah, I just look at it as we're playing a very talented team that traditionally has played us really well. And as a coach, I'm always worried about these games when we come off a long trip. The first game back seems to be tough, just body clock, all that stuff. So atmosphere-wise, I'm sure our fans will be excited. There's always some green shirts in the crowd, no matter where the Celtics go. So it'll be a great atmosphere, but we gotta bring it. We gotta play well to win.
And then with no Klay Thompson, what are the challenges of missing his defense, especially on KYRIE?
Yeah. So we'll have to mix it up and put different people on KYRIE, and obviously we'll miss everything that Klay brings. It's changes the game offensively for us. So we've got to have guys ready to step in, and we got to execute. We can't turn the ball over too much.
Steve, I know you don't like giving out starting lineup changes, but is it safe to say that Damian Lee will get starter-like minutes tonight? And what have you seen from him just in the last few games?
Damian will definitely play good minutes tonight. He's just he's a guy who shoots the ball really well, and he's fearless, and he knows how to play. So he's helped us win some games this year. He's been great. He was great last game in Philadelphia, and yeah, with Klay's absence, Damian will play.
Coach, two questions. One, what's the status with Andre tonight? And two, beginning of the season, Boston was seen as a team that you guys could see in June. Do you still see those as one of those teams that could be in the mix if you guys get to that point?
I'm glad that it's already been decided that we're going to be represented.
I said it. I said it.
You did. You slipped for a second. Andre was probable as of this morning. I just got here. I haven't talked to the training staff. Raymond, any update on that?
Not heard yet. We'll have an answer shortly.
So I'm guessing he'll play. Boston obviously has had a very interesting season, sort of up and down, and I think there's still almost a quarter of the season to go. So any speculation about where they're going to be or where we're going to be in June is just that, is speculation. So we've got, what we're focused on is our 18 games remaining. I believe it's 18. But we've got to get better, and we've got to be prepared for what's coming, and that's what they're doing too, I'm sure.
Steve, what's the level of concern for Klay and for Loon maybe?
I talked to Loon this morning. He said he was feeling better, so it's a good sign. He said he thought he could have played tonight, but we were not going to do anything crazy. So I would expect both guys to really benefit from having today off and then not playing till Friday. So hopefully they'll both be available, but not sure yet.
Hey Steve, with all the history you guys have had against KYRIE during the finals and this past few, since last year with Boston, what do you kind of take away from that journey of matching up against him? Kind of the pivot points with him?
Well, I mean, he's a great player. Really hard to guard one-on-one, and he's had some big games in this building, and he's been a great competitor, great adversary, and I know our guys have a lot of respect for him, and he presents a huge challenge. I mean, the guys who are the top players in the league, they command your attention on the game plan, and there's not that many of them who do that, but KYRIE's one of them, and so you have to build your defense around his strengths and bring help at the right times, and sort of accept the fact that he's going to make some tough shots, but you can't get discouraged, can't foul him. Just got to keep playing.
Steve, do you kind of chalk it up to growing pains with that starting lineup, and what do you think that group needs to do to kind of get to the next level?
Our current starting lineup?
Starting lineup.
I just think we're not prepared to get the game going quick enough. We're sort of easing our way in. I think there needs to be a sense of urgency right away, hopefully tonight, but we've talked about it. Our players have talked about it, and I don't think it's anything that needs an overhaul or an adjustment. It's more just, let's go, let's be ready.
Speaking of sense of urgency, the other night in Philly, it looked like after halftime that came up. And
Mhm.
I'm curious because it looked like Draymond really kind of drove a lot of that.
Yeah.
And what has he been able to do? What was he able to do Saturday, and what do you need from him going forward?
Well, I think that game was an example of how important Draymond is to us because second half he turned up his defense to a different level and it changed the game. First half he was frustrated. His body language wasn't great. He was hanging his head a couple times, and we were getting beat by their offense and giving up some easy hoops, and the frustration set in for everybody. So he really lit the fire under us in the second half, and that's his role. That's what he does. He's one of the best in the league at that. So we need that every night. That's what he brings.